Mic test, mic test, mic test. She is Carla.
And he is Leo. And you're listening to
Carla and Leo's Corner.
Wait, natatawa ako.
It's okay, it's okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome for listeners. It's our first podcast at last.
Yeah.
After several months and days and weeks of contemplating, planning.
Did we plan?
Yeah, we did.
Somehow we planned.
Somehow
but
planned.
It's not
The
really
topics,
like
we list down the
concrete
topics,
planning.
right? Yeah. And a lot of what?
This is fun.
Challenges and struggles. This is it. It's our first episode of Carla and Leo's Corner.
Yeah. So, but first thing, how did we come up with this idea?
Do not make this an interview. Let's just be relaxed. Well, the idea of podcast. It started.
I think it
Eh,
started with me.
It started with Carla. I think because of the idea of, if I'm not mistaken, okay.
Mhm.
I'm sorry if my memories are, all tied up. I think it's the idea of how. Oh, at first we don't want to do podcast. What we wanted to do
Was
is
to
to
listen.
vlog. No, is
Yeah,
to
we want to
right.
vlog,
Yeah,
but I
but
don't
to vlog.
like vlogging.
Why do we? Let me test your memory. Why do we
Okay.
want to vlog?
Because of money.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. We want to have our own YouTube vlog because we want to earn
YouTube
money
channel,
from it.
yeah.
Our own YouTube channel because we want to earn money from it. Because as you've known in this society that we have right now, YouTube is one of the main source of income of some vloggers or some people,
Some people,
some influencers, media
they call
influencers.
themselves influencers, and they just do certain contents, fun contents, and then they're making money because of that, right?
Yeah.
And then,
And then we ask ourselves, no, but both of us actually are not camera. What do you call that thing?
I'm camera shy, actually.
Me too. I'm camera shy, so we're not that.
We are awkward.
Confident.
Yeah.
In front of the camera, we're awkward in the camera, in front of the camera. Personally, I don't like pictures.
I really.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I,
not fond of,
I like pictures. Like, I like taking pictures, but
Yeah,
I'm always awkward.
Carla is so vain, but not
And
me.
I'm not
No.
vain.
Yes, you are. You have a lot of.
I have a lot of selfies, yeah, but I don't post it online. So, like,
But that's also vain.
it's self vanity. Like, I mean, like, what self vanity?
It's also vain. So that's it. So we thought of just using this avenue or venue. What's the proper term? This way,
Yes.
this avenue to somehow share our thoughts to others and to, because the main bonding of our relationship, or the main foundation of our relationship, I think for me, is the idea of communication.
Yeah. I second the motion.
This is our favorite bonding.
We
When
like to talk,
we talk about
and
different
we like
things
to know each other's opinions about different things.
from the least, what do you call it,
Important.
least important to the most significant issue that we have right now, from what do you call it, from a simple color, I think, or simple perspective of
Yeah.
one another, to Duterte's perspective. See, from a mere person like us to the president's perspective. So we love talking about things, different things. Even some of our friends we love to do that with our friends.
Yeah, we just hang out, and then we just talk about random stuff, and then sometimes it's funny, but sometimes it gets too serious as well.
And so we thought of, why not record all those things, all those communications, conversations, and then post it online.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of, well, money is money is one of the main reasons, but at the same time, what's that term? Sayang eh. Sayang yung conversations, yung
Thoughts, the ideas that
yeah,
we
thoughts,
produce.
ideas.
Yeah.
Eh, minsan hindi naman namin nasusulat. So that's it. We have this podcast. Yeah. So just a heads up to the listeners, viewers. Tuloy.
If ever we're gonna have the listeners.
Soon. Okay. Heads up to the listeners that we have. This podcast will talk about random things. Okay,
Yeah,
as in random,
random.
as what I've said a while
It's not
ago.
scripted.
It is just spontaneous. We don't have any notes
Yeah.
with us, so it's just random things. So expect what? Expect that we are going to talk about um from showbiz to politics to sports
To literature,
to literature.
games,
Yes.
maybe. We
Yes, of
want
course.
to talk about that.
From
Movies.
books to movies.
Yeah, or like
Sometimes we're going to review some movies here if we have,
or
movies.
personal lives.
Personal lives. Yes, we're just going to share some of our personal lives, our personal, let's say,
Happenings in our lives, personal perspectives about love and relationship or about friendship.
Yes,
Maybe we
yes.
could talk about that too.
But so yun, expect random things. But one thing's for certain and sure, our listeners won't get bored, and they will what? They will
Learn. Charot.
not really learn. They will get good vibes from us.
Wow,
Right? Good,
good
vibes. So you're
vibes.
not going to talk about sad things, or we're not go. This is not a
Hate podcast.
hate podcast. So don't worry, I won't I'll try to control myself. I won't rant anything about the politics. We will be objective as possible, but at the same time, subjective in a sense of being open to the opinions and other perspectives so we can explore things.
Wait, kwento ko lang din yung the reason why I brought up podcast to you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think I was the one who brought up podcast, diba? Because I was like reading Twitter and then I saw this tweet of of like a writer that I read in Wattpad and then there was this parang curious cat siya. Tapos may
Okay,
tanong
the
sa
CC.
kanya. Yeah,
Anon.
yeah. May tanong like, what if yung character sa book niya, Andrew and Zadie, would do a podcast? And then I searched what podcast is because I really don't have any idea about what podcast is. Like I hear it, but I don't know how to do it. And then I listened to Sab, right?
Sab, yeah.
And
I
her
forgot
her
her husband.
husband's name. I
forgot the name
forgot.
of.
Yeah, but yeah.
Shout
Linya,
out to
Linya.
Sab Magalona.
And her husband. So I listened to her. Then like last time I also listened to Megan and
Mikael.
I
Mikael.
keep on forgetting the name of the guy.
Mikael, guys.
Yeah.
By the way, she left because last week, if I'm not mistaken, last week, I haven't shaved yet, right?
Yeah.
And it's already my mustache is already thick
Kind of long, yeah. And
and
like,
long. And my mom said, "Oh, you look like Mikael Daes."
yeah, because he looks rugged. So he was claiming that he was Mikael and I was like Megan. And
Yeah, see, right? But
yeah.
she's prettier than Megan. So
Thank
that's it.
you.
So that's oh, by the way, our podcast is going to be a 20-minute podcast. We won't make it, that
Really long.
really long. It
And
might
or
be,
really short.
but not but not that short. So you can listen to it
While you're doing something.
while you're doing your chores, doing your assignments, before going to sleep.
Yeah. I realized that listening to podcasts is it's not something that's gonna hinder you from what you're doing. Cause you could really like wash plates or
Yes,
um
because your mind
do
is
your
functioning.
other chores while you're listening to the podcast. So it's kind of a good therapy too.
Good therapy to what?
Yeah. No, cause Joms, right? Remember Jomal?
Mm.
I think he cannot sleep without
Hi to our friend
listening to a
Jomal.
podcast.
Yes.
So it's kind of a good
There are a
therapy
lot
too.
of people there who cannot sleep in a silent room.
Mm-mm.
For them, it's not comfortable. So a lot of people are watching televisions, right?
Mm-mm.
Watching televisions,
Or listening to music
listening
like
to
you.
music.
Right.
Yeah, like me. I do listen to music all of the time before going to sleep because I'm having a hard time sleeping in a very silent room. I don't know. That's the idea of
Yeah. Anyway, so what else are we gonna talk about?
So that's it. That's the idea of our podcast.
Why we're doing a
Why we're doing
podcast.
it, and
Yeah.
so that's it. Well, actually, I just share it to you guys since you're going to know about us
Yeah.
for the next podcast. Actually, this podcast is a very challenging task
Why?
for Carla
Why is it very challenging for me though?
because
Mm.
in terms of speaking, not just in public, but literally speaking, Carla is having a difficult time or having a hard time in expressing her thoughts.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I do.
Because Carla is a writer, unlike me,
No,
I'm more of a I'm more of a public speaker, a talker.
talk
Right? Yeah, a talker.
speaker. Yeah. No, you're just talkative. This guy here really loves to talk, and he won't stop talking. So yeah.
So yeah, that's also one of the reasons why we started
Podcast, baby.
podcast because of the idea of I'm so talkative. I
Mm.
can talk about things like that. So yun,
Probably, you know what? That's I think one of the things that I like about you.
so cheesy na, so cheesy.
Nakakatawa. I'll go.
So cheesy. Yeah, being talkative and actually it's my just share it to you. It's my one of my
Talent,
no, not talent, not really talent.
skill, charot.
Bucket list.
Bucket
Yeah,
list.
yeah. It's in my bucket list. One of
What?
my goals in life is you know what to be a radio DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, I've thought of that, but I think I cannot do that because I'm not really spontaneous and talkative.
Before during my high school days, there was this I forgot the name of the station, but there was this station company who went to our school and had an audition. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for those voices. A
Did
lot
you audition?
of course because
Ooh.
no a lot of teachers, yeah, a lot of teachers and also my classmates are expecting for me to, you know, to join the audition because I'm the orator of our batch, right? But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
What happened? I
and they
don't
did,
know that story.
I've told about that
I really, I
yeah
just
before.
forgot it.
Unfortunately, I didn't pass the audition.
Yeah.
The lady who held the audition was so masungit. Yeah.
Out,
I
out.
remember that. And I was rejected. So
Mm-hmm. How was the rejection?
she said, my voice is not too deep. Yeah, it's not too deep. I don't know why, but my voice is not that deep, sabi niya. So yun,
Maybe it's because of adolescence. Adolescence nga ba?
no sense. And
Puberty.
it's um one of the reasons why I stopped speaking in public because I think that person said na no, my voice is not too deep, it's not too good.
Yeah, so it's like she put a period on your dreams.
Not really a period, but a part it's a part of my life where I said nah, I'm not really a good speaker. Maybe
Maybe it's not for
I
me.
just got lucky to be a narrator because no one is available. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. But you know, times passes by, and I realized na I'm really a good speaker.
How did you realize
Not
that?
boasting not boasting.
How did you realize that
I
though?
realized that I'm a good speaker. Because, in our work right now in teaching, I've seen
Mm-hmm.
I this is my what do you call that? It's
I don't
my
know. It's your problem. And no,
yeah,
it's not really a problem.
that's it. I realized the potential. I realized my skill during our work, because most of the time teachers
Yeah.
do some on the spot, right? On the spot deals. We do have lesson plans.
Yeah, we do have
Everything
lesson
is planned,
plans.
but
We plan the lecture, we do PPTs, for example. But what we say is not planned.
the dynamics inside the
Yeah.
classroom is so on the spot, right?
So spontaneous.
But it's amazing that I get to manage how to speak in front of the people without any notes or whatsoever. And then also I realized that yeah, I got invited in a lot of seminars or
Seminars,
events
yeah.
where
Or you are the speaker.
I was the speaker, and there is this talk. I forgot the topic. I think it's about spoken word poetry, and I
Mm,
wasn't able to write
anything.
anything because they got me just they notified me about the event. I think 2 days before the said event, so I was like, um, what to do? We're going to do, but that's it. That's it.
But it was a good
Yeah, it
um
was a good
experience, right? To
experience. So,
be the speaker of a spoken word poetry seminar.
yeah.
Because
How about you? When did you learn that you have the skill to write, not just write what an excuse letter, just write a
no,
random a love letter to me,
like I
but
said, no,
but to
I
write
don't.
really books or novels or
Yeah.
whatsoever.
But I haven't written a novel. Really, like,
I don't know the difference. Soon on our next episodes, but when did you realize the idea of that you know how to write?
actually kasi ganito yan. Charot. No, parang bata pa lang ako. I think I was in grade 2 when because my lola always tells me stories. Like
Um,
Alamat,
yeah,
ganon.
Alamat.
And then I have
Aswang
books.
story, Aswang
Yeah,
Chronicles.
Aswang
Yeah,
Chronicles. She has a lot of stories about Aswangs and then other Alamats and so on and so forth. And I have books. So when I was in elementary, probably grade 1 or grade 2, I thought of making my own alamat. So it's funny because I just realized that I cannot make my own alamat, of course. Then after that, when I was also in elementary, I think I was in grade 6 when my teacher got me for campus journalism.
mm,
So I was the editorial writer.
the journal.
Yeah, and I also became the editor in chief when I was in grade 6 of our school publication. Then fast forward to high school. Yeah, so I still continued writing. I'm still the editor. I was still the editor in chief of our publication. And then that time, I think, no, back when I was in grade 6 also, I had this comic book which I really like reading. And
Oh, I thought you're
then,
creating comic books.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
you've mentioned it before, right?
Yeah.
You love creating your own comics.
Yeah, because of that book, I created that comic book. I created my own comic book. So even though I'm not really good in drawing, yeah, I created my own comic book, and then my classmates are reading it or were reading it. And then I also started writing a story back then, but I did not finish it. Then yeah, in high school too, I started writing a story, which I finished. Yeah, so that's it.
And you're also a writer for so the listeners will know you also write in Wattpad, right?
Oh my god, don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
speak.
we won't mention the username or what. So,
It's
but
an
she's
ugly
yeah,
story.
but
It's
she used to write in Wattpad,
yeah. You know what?
in Inkit, right?
Oh, stop.
Right, in Inkit,
In
and
Inkit, yeah. Di kasi parang nung college, uso yung Wattpad.
yeah,
Tapos,
that was
like,
6 7 years
yeah,
ago.
like I don't know, 2011, 2012. Ay, before pala, meron akong notebook. Alam mo yung, tag nito, yung kapag, 'di ba, tapos na yung pasahan,
Mm.
tapos yung mga natirang papers.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom would get those papers and she'd sue me a new notebook. And then from on that notebook, I'm gonna write stories.
Stories.
Yeah. And then the very first thing that I published on Wattpad was was the story that I wrote when I was in high school. So it was so pambata. Not really pambata, pero like teenager.
Teenager stuff.
Yeah, and it's cringy.
It's not.
That's it.
So that's where you realize you really love writing.
Yeah. 'Cause before also before mag-college, parang I don't know what course to take. I was supposed to take journalism, but I think writing would bore me.
Mm-hmm.
If I get a job that I would, that would require me to write.
Right.
So I did not get journalism. I did not take journalism in college. Tapos, I found out while I was studying that I still love to write though. And yeah, probably my biggest dream is to become a writer. Nakakapikin yung ulo.
No. Because the idea of it's really your dream to be a writer.
Yeah, that's the biggest dream. I think it's almost impossible.
No. It is possible. That's why we just have to realize the idea of our skills and potentials and how do we use it. Right?
Mm.
So if I'm good at public speaking, my dream is to be a PRO. my dream is to announce to be the noisiest in the room. No, my end goal.
Yeah,
my
what's
dream,
your end goal?
Of course, to
Since
be
you're a good public speaker.
of course, to be the president of this Republic of the Philippines.
Wow.
Right.
Sir President.
Yeah. So that's it. How do you end podcast? We're
I don't
already
know.
at 22 minutes.
I don't know.
So that's it. That's the essentials of our podcast.
Yeah.
We'll get to talk about things. So for today, we just introduce ourselves and we talk about our potentials and idea. So see you on we won't see them. Pala.
Listen, no.
No.
We won't see them. They'll just listen to us.
But the term see is not really to see, right?
Yeah.
So it can be what?
I don't know. No, it's literally to
Okay,
see.
so no. Till next time. Till next time to our listeners. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.